Second set of notes. A connection to someone who choked or aspirated. Do you know what that means? Someone aspirates. It's sort of like they asphyxiate on their own saliva, their own vomit. So someone who choked or aspirated. A connection to the name Michelle, but I'll also take Shelley as a nickname for Michelle. Connection to dementia, connection to yoga, connection to someone having dressed up as Santa Claus at some point in time, connection to someone being Catholic. I'm not done yet, honey. I've got 7 of them. Hang in there. Someone being Catholic. They always do this. And finally, the group, the Rolling Stones. So I'll read them again. A connection to someone who choked or aspirated. Connection to the name Michelle or Shelley. Connection to dementia. Connection to yoga. Someone having dressed up as Santa Claus. Connection to being Catholic. And the group, the Rolling Stones. Where are we, please? You think you have all of them? The Rolling Stones? Anyone else think they have all of them?
I have them all with the last also.
Okay, well, you're going to have to really think about the Rolling Stones connection. Mick Jagger and all that. And you too? Okay, these could all be for you. You know what? You know what? I don't make the news, I just report it. So every single page here could be for you. Even though in my prayers I said, these are for 5 separate people. Who has all of these? Who choked or aspirated?
My dad.
And is that what caused him to pass?
I believe so.
Okay. Who's Michelle?
I have a cousin named Shelley.
Shelley, is her name Michelle?
It's not.
It's not. Okay, that's okay. Well, I wrote down Michelle/Shelley. Who had dementia?
My dad.
Dad. Who practices yoga?
My mom told me stories about.
She tried to do yoga. Who dressed up as Santa? Who's Catholic? Okay. And the Rolling Stones. That's his thing. Big fan. Big fan. I'm going to ask you to uncross your legs if you don't mind, please. So Dad is deceased. Yep. Give me your first name, please. And April, give me Dad's first name and about the age when he passed. And your mom's still living, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
His name was Daniel.
Dan, mm-hmm. About how old he was when he passed, April? 82. Okay. Did he have COVID?
Yes.
Is that also, I feel like that's what complicated his ability to breathe, because I'm feeling like a heaviness or a pressure on the chest as well. Yet. There's another Daniel. Who is that? So is it someone before him?
It could be.
Because he's pointing over his shoulder. So I'm feeling like he might have been named for someone. And then who is Andrew or Andy? He wants to be remembered to Andy. Is Andy still here?
Yes.
Okay. So love to Andy. And he's making me feel as though he and Andy didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Do you know how I know to say that? Because what they're showing me is two rams coming together, butting heads repeatedly. Yeah. So why is Dad showing me a marijuana cigarette floating in the middle of the air? Is that Andy? Yes.
My daughter.
No, I think it's Andy. I think it's Andy. Yeah, okay. So Andy bucked the system and challenged Dad, because Dad's very conservative and very traditional, right? And Andy is not. So very interesting. So your dad says, by the way, he shows himself to me as a 16-year-old boy. So, and he's strutting around in swimming trunks. And he's posing. He's like posing, you know? And it's to show you that his energy has been completely overhauled. It's been rejuvenated and revitalized and restored. And did Dad curse? Did your dad curse? I'm going to curse, excuse me. Because he says, April, I got to tell you, it was fucking humiliating. He says, it was really emasculating. He says, for me to undergo that. He's talking about toward the last couple weeks of his life. He says, to have these young women, cleaning me up. He says, fucking humiliating. He says, emasculating. He says, but he says a good lesson. It was a good lesson. He says, in patience, in tolerance, and in acquiescing control. You understand? Yeah. Your dad's talking about his very first car. And there's a photograph of him as a very young man, and he's waxing and polishing the car. Was he a big car fanatic? Okay. All righty. And he says, tell Andy I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made my approval of him conditional. I regret not telling him that I am proud of him. It took me a very long time to come around to the understanding that your child is not you. Your child is a completely separate, unique individual who may be the polar opposite of you. And he says, damnedest thing I couldn't figure out. He says, I never told him I love you. Would you be so kind as to pass that on to Andy for me? What's the month of March representative of, April? Your anniversary. Okay. He wants to acknowledge you, your marriage, your family. You have children also? Okay. Are there 3? 3. Did you lose one?
My family or my children?
Your children. There's 3. Did you lose one? Was there a miscarriage or a termination? Well, what's the explanation? It's not an animal.
No, it's not an animal. My daughter had a tumor removed a couple years ago on her bladder, and they were saying that
it was a twin?
They were saying that it was a teratoma at one time.
What is a teratoma?
It's a twin.
A twin. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So that could have been the reference to the 3rd child that did.
It was a joke at the time, but that's the only thing I
That's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. And who is Christine? Christy, Chris. And I'm wondering if Christine is the name. It wasn't, might have been, but I'm wondering if Christine is a name you might have floated for the 3rd child. This is what Dad's calling to mind, yeah. Something to think about, yeah. He's got a garage and a workshop. He works with his hands, always has.
Yes.
There's dirt under his fingernails. His hands just never get clean, do they? No matter how, he just washes them and they always look like they're dirty. But he says, April, I'm having a ball, I'm having the time of my life. I'm with Billy. Is that a childhood friend of his or a school chum of his?
His deceased brother.
A deceased brother?
That came before him.
Was Billy?
Stillman. They had
Oh my gosh, you're
3
kidding.
stillborn children before my dad was born. Wow.
And one of them was William?
I believe so.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. All right. He's with Billy, he says. And love to my girls also. So who would that be? That's you and, pardon me?
Me
You,
and my mother.
Mom, and who else? Our dad's girls.
My daughter.
Your daughter. Love to my girls. Okay. What's the connection to Tennessee?
My husband and I bought property in Tennessee. I'm trying to sell it.
Okay. Dad says, yes, you're correct to liquidate. You're correct to liquidate. So that should be happening soon. Before spring. Before spring, I think, yes. Okay. Very nice. He says, I'm all about the love now. You got to know it. You got to know it. I'm all about the love now. And he says, a lot of shit I'm going to try to get right the next time around. So he's working on himself where he is. Yeah, did Dad have a drinking issue? Also, I'm smelling the alcohol pretty strongly. And does Andy have a dependency or addiction issue as well? Because Dad's drawing a line from himself to Andy to indicate they have that in common. Okay, so maybe, and I wish Andy were here actually, because I don't know if it's going to have the same impact coming from you, but maybe if Andy hears this from Dad, from Dan, that it will help in some way to relieve him of pressure, guilt, whatever he might be carrying. Okay? Thank you. Questions about anything I've said?
No.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Okay. Oh, April, let me give you this. That's from Thursday afternoon.